Hey guys, what's up? So I just wanted to make a video today on my whole filming setup, software I use and things like that because it's probably one of the most requested things that I get asked, and I always get asked about what do I use and things like that, probably more so than beauty related stuff, which I'm totally cool with because I'm a techie. So I love answering those kinds of questions. But I just really wanted to maybe help someone out if I can by showing them this video, especially if you're just starting out and you don't know what kind of equipment you might need or just, how to set things up. So I will just get started with my camera that I use. Okay, so first things first, this is actually the camera that I use. This is just a Canon HV40. Really love this camera. I got it because of the video quality and everything, but it is tape based. It's about around a 2007 or 2006, so it's not terribly old, but it's for indie filming and stuff like that, but of course I don't do that. I really like the film quality, so that's why I got it. I don't recommend, if you're not patient, I wouldn't recommend getting a tape-based camera just because you get some converters and stuff like that to hook it up to your computer since it's HEV. But it's just this camera right here. It does shoot HD. So this is just the chair I sit in right here. Amazing, the throne. I'm just kidding. But yeah, this is just where I sit, and then right over here you just have my camera right here, and it's all set up right here. I just have my tripod, and then this is a softbox right here, Studio Light softbox. I definitely recommend getting one of these. They're great. They can be pricey, but I actually found this one for $130 or $150, I believe, for two of them, not just one. So really great price. They help out a ton, so if you're really wanting a great light, I would say definitely go with this because it gives off an even amount of light and it doesn't give you really any harshness on your face. Now, if you are trying to get all professional with this, you are supposed to have 3 lights, and you're supposed to have one in front of you right like this, and then 2 further back at 90-degree angles, so it gives off a nice even amount of light to illuminate you. This is YouTube, so I'm not doing all that, but if you really wanted to get technical, that's how you would do it. Just here on the back, I have 5 switches because it has 5 lights inside of it. So if you're trying to eliminate any shadows, you can turn off some of the lights. If you want a little bit of a softer look, you can. This is all on right here. But that's really great about it. If you're looking for a cheaper alternative than buying a new camera, this can drastically improve the quality of your videos. I just have this light back here to illuminate the wall. This I got at Walmart, I believe, for $12, so really cheap alternative. If you don't want to spend too much money on a studio light or anything like that, you can get something like this. It's just an LED light, which I recommend if you're going to get a lamp to get an LED light for this, just because other lamps, I don't think the light they give off is good. This is great right here because you can adjust the brightness and it has 2 little settings. This is bright. This is off, obviously. This is dim. My phone has to adjust. I'm filming on my iPhone. And then this is bright. So you're able to adjust the lighting a little bit. So as far as software goes, I use Final Cut Pro X. I do have just Final Cut, but I don't like using it just because I'm really slow at it, and I can be really fast at this program, and I can edit videos and be done with it. So I really like this program. It has a very nice user-friendly interface. I always tell people it's kind of like GarageBand in a way, because GarageBand, it's very simple, very clean on the front, but if you start digging behind some things, it gets a lot more complex and you have a lot more tools you can utilize. So pretty much same thing with Final Cut Pro X. I will say though, I'm gonna geek out on you guys for a second. If you are doing a lot of video editing, I really recommend having a lot of RAM. For my Mac, I have 16 gigs of RAM. That's probably a little excessive. You probably don't need that much, but I have it just because I do a lot of designing and stuff like that with large images, so I like to have a lot of RAM. But also it's really great for video editing as well. So I like just to have a bunch of RAM, that way my computer's, lightning speed, it doesn't lag or anything like that. So if you are really serious about stuff like this, I recommend it. Don't have to whatsoever, but anyways, this is just the interface. You have options over here. You can do transitions and stuff like that. It just gives you a whole bunch of them. So if you don't really know, too much to go more in depth or anything like that, you do have just your basic preset things, my bobbers over here right there, and you can do stuff with type and stuff like that. Really cool effect you can do with it. A lot better than iMovie, I think. I absolutely love this. I would never use iMovie again. But yeah, I don't actually have a video, so I can't show you guys it imported, but you just click that to import videos. So I just have presets over here for projects that I do. This is just my YouTube section right here that I have. Down here you just have, you can roll out a bunch of your projects that you have. These are just some case studies that I do. So you can really do a lot with this. I have case studies that I do on here. It's just a really, really great program. Now I will say when you're exporting videos, you want to export using compressor settings. You have to have another program, and that program is Compressor, and it's also by Apple. A lot of people think you can just kind of export videos using Final Cut Pro. Actually, you can't, unfortunately. So they kind of get you there. You have to have Compressor, and this program just, it allows you to create your own settings for your video and stuff like that. Right here, when it first pulls up, you have a bunch of different settings, presets that you can do, you know, for Apple TV or YouTube right there. I actually did my own custom preset right here, which is just this right here under custom. This is it right here. I have it set to 720 by 576 for the width and height. I definitely would recommend a setting like this because a lot of people, they do like 1,000 or 2,000 by whatever, and that is absolutely ridiculous for YouTube, for me, I think. Unless you're trying to project this on a huge screen or something like that, then, you know, you need that. But if you're, you know, just for the basic viewer, you know, for a laptop, you really don't need to do that just because you're increasing your export time and your upload time by so much. And then also with having 1080p, I always set mine to 720p just because I really don't feel like I need to do something in 1080p unless I'm doing like some elaborate big production or something like that. I just always set it to 720p because that also makes it upload a lot faster, versus if you have 1080p, then it's very slow. And then another thing I want to touch on really quickly is a lot of people think that if it's in 1080p, it's going to be amazing quality. Not necessarily. If your camera's not good, then it doesn't matter what kind of, you know, setting you have it on. It's not going to make it, you know, some kind of cinema production or anything like that. It's not going to do any good. If your camera has the capability of doing that, then definitely go for it. 1080p, I mean, there is a difference, but it's not a huge dramatic difference, so I just always do 720p for me personally. But yeah, that is just Compressor. Close that really quick. What else? Is all Mac based. If you do have a Windows, I would recommend Adobe Premiere Pro. It's a great program. I don't feel like it's too hard, but then again, I've worked in Adobe programs for years, so I don't think it has really a big, huge learning curve. Especially if you know your Adobe programs and stuff like that, you'll have no problem whatsoever because the interface, like, you know, with most Adobe programs, they're all pretty much the same interface, which makes it very easy to work in. I don't know how much that is, so it could be rather expensive just because it's Adobe. I always get the whole suite, so I pay for it just all together, so I don't know how much they are individually. So right here I just have my MacBook Pro. It's a 15-inch, so I do all my work on that. So for a microphone, I just have the Snowball by Blue. It's a really awesome microphone. I absolutely love it to death. I will hook this up to sync with my videos, but it's kind of tedious at times because you have to sync it with your video, and so it kind of gets a little time consuming. So usually I just use it for voiceovers only, but it's really great because you can do podcasting on here if you're into that, or just to use in your home studio if you're doing music or anything like that. So awesome mic, and it's around $99, I believe. So relatively inexpensive for a microphone, and it gives you really, really great quality. This is just what I do for my setup and when I'm making YouTube videos, and yeah. I just thought I would just go all out. This is really just all that I do for my setup. Hopefully I helped out someone. Yeah, sorry if I went really, really in depth, but I thought, you know, hey, I get so many questions just on, you know, all across the board with stuff, especially formatting and stuff like that. So I really just wanted to touch in on that as well. If you want a room tour of my office where I am right now, I have a video of that on my main channel, so you can just let me know. If you want me to do any more videos on anything like this, just let me know. I didn't really want to make this on my main channel just because it's kind of different from what I'm doing. If you guys want any other videos, you know, maybe electronic related or whatever, just let me know and I can film one for you. So I'll see you guys later. Bye!